guys, welcome back to another video. In my last video, I did a little skit type thing where I had impressions do my makeup. There was one particular fan favorite that stood out to you guys, and that was Miss Jojo Siwa. So today I figured, why don't we lean into that energy? I'm gonna be creating a full Jojo Siwa makeup look. And also answer some questions that you guys had about me on the way. Inspiration here. Let's get started. Hey everyone, it's Miss Jojo Siwa. I debated doing the Jojo Siwa voice the whole video, but I just didn't think that would be quite sustainable. So we're just gonna get right into it. So as you guys know from my last video, I really need a new eyeshadow palette. This is all we kind of have to work with. The first thing I'm seeing is a pink star. I think that could be a great place to start. I know that for glitter, one of the most efficient techniques is to get your brush just a little bit wet and then pack that shadow on. Low-key, I don't want to walk all the way to the sink, so I'm just gonna like pour this from my water bottle and dab this. Hey, dab that, and then I'm just gonna wipe the excess. I'm gonna, did you see the literal shard fall off of that eyeshadow? Oh my god. If any makeup companies want to send me some PR, I would greatly appreciate it. This is the Naked Urban Decay Cherry palette. Let's just try this like middle one. Oh. Yeah, so that shadow did actually fall on the floor. Oh, wait. How can we get that more pink? I feel like this is a good match. This darker shade, Young Love. Savage love. Did somebody break your heart? This reminds me of the clown makeup that people used to do. People, including me, insert clown TikTok that I made.
Let's see. Well, I'd have to think about it. They're coming to take me away.
Yeah, about that. It was a trend, okay? I knew that I wanted to be an influencer. I knew I had to hop on the trends, and so that was something that I had to do for my career.
Try being an influencer for a day. Try it.
Okay, low-key, I do feel like my star isn't very center. Because here's the thing. We got a whole rainbow to do. I don't have that much forehead space. So we're gonna actually have to chisel that. There we go. All right, clean line. Come on. Okay, Jojo. I was a bad girl. I did some bad things. Hey, okay.
Is this looking like a star yet? Be honest.
How?
5 minutes later.
Wait. Okay, wait. Color in the line. We're kind of hitting flow state. This shade is gorgeous too, matter of fact. Now we're going to add some red. Why is this not giving? What was that? Okay, James. I can't believe Jojo Siwa does this before every single one of her shows. That's dedication. Like, say what you want about Jojo Siwa, but she has got the makeup on lock. Okay. Not bad. Question time. First question. At what age did you start doing voice impressions? I feel like this is like my #1 asked question, especially with people that meet me in person. It's like, why? You could do so many things and you chose voice impressions. My response to that is that I did not choose the voice impression life. The voice impression life chose me. So let me kind of break down how that happened. It is true that I started making musicallys in 2016. If you don't know what that looked like, go watch my recreating 2016 musicallys video. So I was doing that. I continued creating musicallys after 2016, and I really leaned into this teacher comedy. I liked doing school comedy because I was in school. I was doing that for a couple years, but then I kind of hit a wall. I ended up duetting a video, doing a voiceover with some guy, and someone commented, "You sound like Barbie." And I was like,
We're gonna take some yellow and blend it out here, by the way.
so I ended up replying to that comment. I do a terrible Barbie impression. It's me, Barbie. But like low-key, people kind of eat it up, and I'm like, wait. So someone comments, "You should try Dora." And I reply to that, and I do a Dora impression. I kid you not, this started a comment chain that lasted 4 or 5 years. And then I went to college. I was originally a fashion major. I had no idea what I was doing. And I was like, what should I do next? And I just saw all these comments being like,
"You should be a voice actor."
and I was like, shoot, like, I don't know, let me try it. If I hate it, I could just switch again. And I actually ended up loving it. I mean, I'm a theater kid at heart, so that checks out. And after that, I just continued practicing my impressions, and now I'm here. All right, next question. Lil Percasket asked me, when did you learn you had perfect pitch, and is it something you can train? I feel like I don't know for sure if I have perfect pitch, and let me explain why. I can pick out the starting note to like any song ever that I've listened to. I don't have to ask for a pitch when I sing. When it comes to like identifying the note name, that's where I get stumped. I think it can be trained though. I think there are tests online that you can take that that are like, what note is this? And if you practice that enough, I think you could grow that skill. But yeah, that's my answer. Now we're gonna add the blue. Kalidas T7 asked me, which voice is the hardest for you to imitate? I think it honestly depends on the day. There are impressions that took me a lot longer to get really good at. For example, Kamala Harris. I don't think that I nailed that one from the get-go. Like anything, you have to practice. You have to make sure that you're getting your reps in. As corny as that sounds, there are other voices that were not so intuitive for me. Sabrina Carpenter took me forever to learn. Her style of singing definitely varies depending on, is it a ballad? Is it a pop song? Is it like a belty song? All of these vocal qualities are in different places of the voice, so it's very difficult to make it all sound like one voice, if that makes sense. Scott and Axel asked, what's the deal with the chapstick? I feel like I'm doing awful at making this a makeup tutorial. So I'm gonna dump all this glitter on my hand, pack it all into the glitter. Girl, what am I saying? So I'm gonna take a little bit of that and then apply it to my face. Oh yeah, what's the deal with the chapstick? I have been struggling with acne since like my freshman year of college. My skin was really cystic at that time. I could never tell what was going on with my skin. There would just be years of my life that it was really good and years of my life that it was really bad. I ended up trying pretty much every medication that exists for acne. None of them really brought me any sort of relief. And so I ended up just being like, I'm gonna start Accutane. Started Accutane about 3 months ago. And you might be thinking like, what does this have to do with the chapstick? I'm getting there. So Accutane just like shrinks your oil glands completely. So dry eyes, dry hair, dry skin. And the point of me saying all this, dry lips. So
what's the deal with the chapstick?
you ask, it started out as a cute little thing to do at the start of my video. Now it is literal necessity. Because like, girl, if I go an hour without putting on some chapstick, the corners are gonna crack, everything is cracking. We don't want that. That's not cute. If you see me apply a little too much chapstick, sue me. If you see my lips are dry, no you didn't. And that's pretty much all I have to say on the matter. And matter of fact, I'm gonna apply some Aquaphor right now. And about this makeup look, like it could be worse.
Life could be worse. No, not really.
Life could be worse. The final step of this makeup look is applying some rhinestones in a heart. And I bought these. I feel like they'll do just fine. JS Roach 90 asks, what's an impression you've tried but couldn't crack? I'm gonna be real, Ariana Grande. I've tried her as Glinda. I've tried her just like singing. I just can't figure out how to nail it. I think there is something to be said for not being able to do everything. I think that that is the case for pretty much every voice impressionist that exists. For example, I am really good at sounding like a freaking child. That might be really hard for another person, but I can't do everything. So I hope that answers the question. The eye is actually looking pretty good after I added this. Betty Davis eyes. Hey, it's Jojo. Little Jojo Siwa break there. Okay, cute. Someone asked me, how do you handle all the criticism you get? People have said everything about me. And I think that that particularly comforts me because I'm like, there's nothing else left to say. You called me ugly. You called me not talented. You called me chopped. You called me a millennial. You called me a pizza face. It's like, you have nothing left to say. I've heard it all. I've heard the death threats. I've had comments like talking about my arm hair. And it's like, bro, like get a life. Who's the bigger loser? Me for posting videos, showing up every single day, trying something new, putting myself out there even when it scares me, or you, the loser that is perfecting the perfect photo hate comment to get likes on my post to make you feel better about yourself. Maybe they just really need to feel validated in some way, and this is the only way that they feel they can receive that. To me, that's really sad, and I actually pity those people and hope that things get better for them, because that is sad. But also it's like, do better, you know? My friend Ren asked, what is a thing that you want your audience to know about who you are but they don't? I guess something I would want you guys to know is that I'm so grateful for you guys. Like, I love that I'm just sitting here putting rhinestones on my face. Like, I love doing ridiculous stuff for myself and for you guys. Why am I putting rhinestones on my face? I don't know. I think my goal with all of this is to teach other people that it's okay to look a little ridiculous sometimes. It's okay to look a little silly. It's okay to make a fool of yourself. It's okay to try new things. And I really hope that this is inspiring to you. Me putting Jojo Siwa rhinestones on my face. I hope that this is inspiring to you. We just finished the heart. Guys, literally put me on Jojo Siwa's tour right now. This is crazy. That's like it. Like that was my whole plan for the videos. Let's see if I have any other questions to answer. El Conejo Travieso 02 asked me favorite meme. And to that I would have to say, you're still a traitor. still a traitor. FW.JXJ0 asked me, what is my vocal range? You know, I can go really low. It's like, I was a bad girl. I did some bad things, but then I can also go really high. She knows just what it takes to make a pro blush. Rod.Estef_ asked me, how did you learn to have such voice control? Jojo says, it really just takes a lot of practice. I mean, I love to sing like all the time, every day. Some people might think that that is an excessive practice, but it's like, how do you get the rasp then? Flashcore asked me, how are you that brave to post reels that can be embarrassing for you? In parentheses, it's low-key funny though. Jojo doesn't really think that anything she posts is like embarrassing. I mean, it might be embarrassing for you, but it's definitely not for me. Everybody knows that Jojo Siwa will come back like a boomerang regardless. I don't really care about what they say. Hey, I'ma come back like a boomerang. And I've always said that. Benny Blaze 777 asked favorite song. I would have to say Karma's Up. I should've known better. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, turn on that post notification bell so you can get notified every single time I post. Okay, I have to stop. If you stay till the end, be sure to comment a rainbow emoji so that I know you are a real one. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.